Hi there, it's Hari Kalymnios from the Thought Gym and welcome to this yoga class, Twist and Shout. As the title might give it away, it is about twisting, but hopefully no shouting. It's just a twisting, spinal twist to get us moving and grooving in that way. Alright, let's start with a standing meditation if you like, just for a moment. So feet together, either slightly apart or exactly together, and toes spread nice and wide along the mat. Okay, so ground yourself through the feet first. Allow the knees to be just slightly softened, spine lengthened, and then arms by the side as you start to close your eyes. Just take a moment here, focusing on your breath. Try and direct it in and out of the nose. Just softly, you don't need to over breathe. And direct it in and out of the belly. You may get a sense that you're swaying. Maybe you start to shift the weight a little bit from left foot to right foot, and just see, we tend to stand a bit unevenly most of the time. We don't actually stand evenly on both feet, so maybe just what you think is even isn't actually even. Maybe you experiment with shifting the weight forward, backwards, left and right. And then decide upon maybe an intention for today's class, maybe a particular characteristic or quality you want to cultivate within yourself. Maybe you want to offer the class up to someone or something else beyond yourself. Bringing your hands into heart center in the prayer position, bowing your head, fluttering the eyes open. Okay, we're just going to start with some spinal warm up. So chin to chest as we start to exhale, rounding through the spine, bringing the arms nice and soft down towards the floor. Inhale as you start to come up. Keep the knees nice and soft, bring the arms all the way over the head. If you wish, you can separate your feet a little bit wider, allowing the breath to guide the movement. So it may be similar to mine, it may be slightly different, but generally speaking, as we're coming down, we're exhaling, and generally as we're coming up, we're inhaling. But it depends on the length of your breath, the speed of your movement, all of these factors. The main thing is just to start to get a sense for your body, get a sense for where you are, feel your body. You are the best judge of all of that. Gently inhaling, exhaling. And then on our next inhale, as we come up, we're going to bring the arms up just like before. Take the arms up, gaze up, and then as we exhale, separate the hands and twist into the right hand side. Okay, so just twist, separate the hands and create stop signs with your hands as if you're stopping traffic. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale over to the left, stopping the traffic once more, really pushing through the heels of the hands. Good. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, over to the right once more time. Good. Stopping the traffic. Inhale up. And back it over to the left. Good. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, just releasing the arms, dropping. Okay. We're just going to take a little bit more vigorous movement here. As we exhale, just swinging the arms down, inhale, coming up. Swinging down, bending the knees, inhale, coming up. Swinging down, bending the knees, coming up. Swinging down while you bend the knees, inhale, coming up. Okay, one more. As we swing and inhale and release. Okay, stepping towards the front of your mat. Okay, we'll take some sun salutations here. So inhale, arms up towards the sky. Exhale as you fold down. Keep the knees nice and soft and bent. Inhale, looking up halfway, flat back, hands to shins or thighs. Exhale as you step the right leg back, lowering the right knee, keeping the left knee over the ankle here. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. Exhale as you separate the hands like we did before, turning towards the right hand side, so opening up here, okay? And we're creating those stop signs with the hands here. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. Exhale, separating the hands, turning towards the right this time. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, framing the front foot, stepping the knee back to meet the right. Inhale here into your tabletop position, engage the core here as you then exhale, keeping the elbows stacked over the wrists, bringing the chest forward, coming down into your half chaturanga. Inhale brings you up into a baby cobra, and then tucking the chin, rolling back, maybe coming into child's pose, or maybe tucking the toes straight away, elevating the hips and coming into a bent leg downward dog. Okay, so we're just going to bend here from side to side, side to side. Okay, from here, inhale the right leg up towards the sky, and then bending the knee and stacking the right hip over the left, creating a little twist in the lower spine here, keeping the pressure through both hands equally, fingers nice and separated, and keeping the back ankle driving towards the ground, even though it may not be reaching the ground, and looking underneath your right armpit. Hopefully it doesn't smell too bad for you. Okay, inhale, coming into three-legged dog. Exhale, stepping the right foot through, lowering the left knee to the ground. Okay. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, as you separate the hands, open up to the left hand side even, so we're opening up that way. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, opening up to the right hand side this time. Good. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, framing the front foot, stepping the left leg through. Inhale, looking up halfway. Exhale, fold down, bend the knees, roll through the spine, vertebra by vertebra. Arms come over the head, straight away, swan diving down, bent knees, roll all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins or thighs, flat back here. Exhale, frame the front foot, stepping the left leg back, lowering the left knee towards the ground. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, you open up to the open side, so the left side, as you separate the hands, creating that stop sign. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, twist towards the right hand side, separating the hands like stop signs. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, framing the front foot, right knee steps back to meet the left. Inhale here into our tabletop position. Exhale, elbows stay over the wrists, chest comes forward, engage the core, lower down as slow as you can, chest to the floor. Inhale into that baby cobra, or maybe a slightly higher cobra here, tucking the chin on the exhale, pushing through the spine, rolling back either into child's pose or tucking the toes straight away, coming into your bent leg downward dog. Again, pedal through the dog, maybe twisting the hips from side to side a little bit more, okay, creating a stretch on either side of the chest. Good. Inhale, left leg raises to the sky here, three-legged dog, and then bending the knee, opening up the hip, and then twisting the hip open as you look underneath your left armpit, keeping the right heel down, and weight going through as best you can evenly through the hands. Inhale brings you into a three-legged dog. Exhale, steps the left leg through, lowers the right knee to the ground. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, separate the hands, twist towards the right hand side. Good. Creating those stop signs with your hands, stopping traffic. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale as you twist towards the left. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, bringing the hands down, stepping the right leg through. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, roll down. Bend the knees, roll up vertebra by vertebra through the spine. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, you swan dive one more time. Bent legs all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands to the floor, step the right leg back. Lower the right knee one more time to the floor. Okay, so from here, inhale, arms come up. Exhale as you bring the hands inside of the left leg. So left hand is level with the left leg here. So you've got like a nice barrier here. Inhale, brings the right hand up as you take a twist here. Good. And then releasing the right hand to the floor. Inhale, brings the left hand up as you take a twist here. Okay, lots of twisting today. And the hand that's raised is active, okay? So the fingers are active. They can be spread, they can be together, like you're doing a high five, effectively. Good. Releasing the hand down. Stepping the left knee back to meet the right. Tabletop position. Inhale here. Exhale as you come down through that half chaturanga into that baby cobra or the higher cobra, or even a little bit higher on the cobra. Tucking the chin, exhale, roll back through to child's pose. Tucking the toes, elevating the hips, coming into downward facing dog. Okay, so again, you can keep the knees bent here. That's fine as well. Otherwise, inhale the right leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. And then bending the knee, opening up the hip one more time. So taking that twist here. Option is always to stay in child's pose or downward dog here. You don't need to take this. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, stepping the right leg through, lowering the left knee towards the ground here. Okay, from here, inhale, both arms up towards the sky. Bringing the hands into prayer position as you exhale and hooking the left elbow outside of the right knee. So we're bringing the left elbow outside of the right knee, bringing the hand or the thumbs to the center of the sternum as you take a twist over towards the right, looking over your right elbow, creating a nice straight line from elbow to elbow. Good. Inhale, both arms up towards the sky. Exhale, framing the front foot and stepping the left leg through. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold down, bend through the knees, roll up vertebra by vertebra. Arms come up over the head, engage the glutes and the thighs as you take a gentle back bend before exhale, swan diving all the way down. Maybe with straight legs, maybe with bent legs still. Inhale brings you to that halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, steps the left leg back, lowers the knee towards the ground. Inhale, both arms up towards the sky. Exhale as you place both hands inside of the right knee. Right arm and right leg are parallel with each other, supporting one another. Okay, inhale brings the left arm up towards the sky as you twist towards the left, looking towards that hand that is in the sky and nice and active. Okay, breathe in here. Inhale, exhale brings the left hand down. Inhale brings the right hand back up, twisting towards the right. Looking towards the sky, looking towards the hand. Of course, if your neck doesn't like that, you can always keep the twist and look down toward the floor or towards the side of the room that you're in. Okay, releasing the hand either side of the front foot, stepping the right knee back. Inhale here, exhale as you come down through that half chaturanga. Inhale brings you up into either your baby cobra or your mid cobra or your high cobra. And then exhale, tucking the chin, rolling back through child's pose maybe, or tucking the toes, downward facing dog straight away, okay? From here, inhale, left leg raises, three-legged dog. From here, bending the knee, opening up the hip, and rotating and twisting at the hip as you look underneath that left armpit one more time, driving the energy of the right heel towards the ground, keeping both arms straight, and fingers nice and spread on the mat. Pressure through the backs of the knuckles. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, stepping the right leg through, lowering the left leg through, lowering the right knee to the ground. Inhale, arms come up. Breathing in. Exhale, hands to prayer. Hook the right elbow outside of the left knee. bringing the thumbs to the center of the sternum, keeping the arms straight from elbow to elbow, looking over the left elbow. Keeping that left knee over the left ankle, okay? Inhale, arms up towards the sky. Exhale, framing the front foot, stepping the right leg to meet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Bend through the knees, roll up vertebra by vertebra. Arms come over the head, right? We're going to carry on. Lots of these vinyasas here today, okay? To warm up that spine. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive, maybe straight legs, straight back, all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold down. Step the right leg back. Keep the knee lifted this time unless you want to take the other options. Left knee over the left ankle. Inhale, arms come up towards the sky. Exhale, twist towards the right hand side as you take those stop signs with the hands. So stretch the arms out, elbows straight, look towards the right hand. Press the heels of the hands away from each other. Drive that energy out that back ankle, keeping the left knee stacked over the left ankle. Inhale, arms come up. This time pressing through that big left toe as you twist towards the left hand side. Separating the hands one more time, creating that stop sign there. Good. Inhale, arms come up. And then exhale, framing the front foot, stepping the left leg back, coming into high plank. Option is always to take it onto the knees, or you come through that full chaturanga. So elbows are staying over the wrist, which means you need to bring your chest forward, down to about 6 inches off the ground, so your shoulders are level with your elbows. Inhale, turn over the toes, come up into either your cobra or your upward dog, so thighs off the ground, glutes engaged, thighs engaged, just the tops of the toes are on the ground, looking forward. Some people like to look up, I personally like to look forwards, tucking the chin, pushing through the shoulder blades, elevating the hips, stepping over the toes, and coming into downward facing dog. Breathing here. Inhale deep into the belly, into the lower ribs, into the kidneys. Exhale as you shoot the hips up towards the back corner of your room. Good. Inhale now, option is to take it to three-legged dog. And then bending the knee, opening up the hip. Option is to stay here, or if you've got the space, you can shift the weight forward so that your left shoulder comes over your left wrist. Release onto the fingertips of your right hand and lower the right leg to the floor, taking that wild thing. So keeping the right heel lifted, keeping the right hand or the right palm facing down. Left shoulder is over the left wrist. You're hooking the armpit of the right armpit, so you're hollowing out that right armpit, okay? And then as slow as you can, you come into that, almost like that side plank, and then you place the right hand down, three-legged dog, stepping the right leg through. So we're in our long lunge. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, twist towards the left-hand side, okay? Doesn't matter if you wobble, okay? So twist towards the left-hand side, separate the hands, press the heels of the hands away, okay? Should be familiar, the routine is very much the same, okay? Just with the knee raised from before. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, separate over towards the right. Good, breathing in, breathing out. Good. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale as you frame the front foot, stepping the left leg through. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold down. Again, you can bend the knees and roll up vertebra by vertebra, or you can keep the legs straight, keep the back straight, and fold up like a folded book, coming into that back bend, immediately coming into that swan dive on the exhale. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, stepping the left leg back. Okay, inhale, arms come up. Exhale, separate the hands, turn towards the left. Taking that twist towards the left, separating the hands, pressing the heels of the hands away, shooting pressure through that back heel. Inhale, arms come up. Moving a bit quicker, separating the hands towards the right, twisting here at the waist, looking over the right arm. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, folding over. Step back into our high plank here, okay? From high plank, low plank or chaturanga, so you can either bring the knees down, you come down, low plank, chaturanga, inhale, upward dog or cobra, and then roll back, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, lift the left leg, three-legged dog. A little bit cramped for space here. Keep hitting the wall, which can be nice and supportive. Okay, bend the knee, open up to the left side. And again, option to stay here. Shift the weight forward if you want. Release onto the fingertips of the left hand. Lower the left foot. Taking a wild thing, keeping the hips nice and raised. Left palm facing down. Hooking the armpit in a little bit. Making sure that right shoulder, elbow and wrist are all in a line. Good. And then from here, floating that left foot up, coming into almost like that side plank as you come into three-legged dog, and then releasing the left foot between the hands. Long lunge here. Inhale, arms come into crescent lunge. Exhale, separating the hands, turning towards the right, pressing the palms away from each other as you take that traffic warden stop sign symbol here. Keeping that left knee tracking over the second big toe of your left foot. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, twisting towards the right. Oh, I say right, I meant left. Okay, twist towards the left. Okay, I think you know what I mean. Okay, inhale, arms come up. Exhale, framing the front foot, stepping the right leg through. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, straight leg, straight back maybe, or roll up. Coming up in that reverse swan dive. Okay, last little set here. Inhale, and then exhale, swan diving all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale as you frame the front foot, step the right leg back. Okay, we're in long lunge. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale as you place the both hands inside of the left leg. Left arm and left leg parallel here. Lower the right heel towards the ground. Inhale, take the twist open towards the right. Extend the arm up, high-fiving the imaginary person next to you. Lifting the back heel and inhale, twisting and lengthening up to the sky with your left hand. Breathe in here. Good. Releasing right hand and left hand either side of the front foot. Stepping the left leg back, high plank. Again, option is always to come onto the knees. Otherwise, you take your low plank, your chaturanga, shoulders to elbow height. Inhale, upward dog or cobra, thighs engaged, glutes engaged, just to the top of the toes down. Tucking the chin, lifting up through the hips, rolling back, downward facing dog. Okay, again, option is to take child's pose, stay in downward dog and breathe. Or you take three-legged dog, maybe you stay in three-legged dog. Maybe you bend the knee, open up the right hip, stacking the hip. Maybe you shift the weight forwards a little bit, coming onto the toes of the left foot. Fingertips of the right hand, maybe that's where you stay. Maybe you release the right hand, you release the right foot, you come onto the outer edge of the left foot. You extend the right hand away, you take that wild thing pose, keep the hips nice and high as you look towards your right hand. Shoulders of the left shoulder is stacked over the left wrist. Inhale, you come up as slow as possible, maybe almost like a side plank here, and then coming into three-legged dog, and then exhale, stepping through high lunge, or long lunge even. Okay, inhale, arms come up. Hands come into prayer on the exhale. Hooking the left elbow outside of the left, outside of the right knee here. Okay, so we're coming inhale long, and exhale as we twist. We hook the elbow, we bring the hand to the center of the chest. Look over the right elbow. Back leg is long, strong and straight. Energy shooting out of the back heel. Good. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, framing the front foot, stepping the left leg through. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold down. Again, either bent knees and rounded back, or straight legs, straight back, reverse swan dive. Inhale, back bend in here, gauging the glutes and the thighs. Always with the back bends, you can separate the feet or even take the hands to the lower back if necessary. And inhale, and exhale, swan diving all the way down towards the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, stepping the left leg through. Inhale, arms come up towards the sky. Inhale here. Exhale as you bring both hands inside of the right leg, keeping the right leg and the right shin parallel. Inhale here, and then exhale. Lower the back heel towards the ground. And inhale the left hand up towards the sky. As you take a twist towards the left side. Then release the left hand to the floor. Lift the left heel. Inhale the right arm up towards the sky. Twist towards the right. Good. Releasing the right hand down either side of the front foot. Stepping the right leg back. High plank. From here, engage the core. Lower down, low plank chaturanga. Inhale into your upward dog or cobra, drawing the shoulder blades down the back. Shoulders, chest nice and open. Here, tucking the chin, rolling back, downward facing dog. Pedaling through the feet one more time. And then if you want, you stay here, you take child's pose, or you lift the left leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. And then maybe you bend the knee, open up the hip, shift the weight forward slightly, come onto the fingertips of the left hand, lower the left foot, keep the hips raised, wild thing as you take the palm of the left hand facing down, really hollowing out that left armpit, and twisting through that right arm that's supporting you here. And then inhale into that side plank almost, as you bring the left hand down, the left foot up to the sky, three-legged dog, and then stepping the left leg through between the hands, long lunge. Inhale, high up, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to prayer position. Getting ready to hook that right elbow outside of the left knee. Inhale, draw out of the chest and out of the hips. Hooking the right elbow outside of the left knee. Hands into prayer position. Elbow to elbow, nice straight long line. Back leg is strong, it's long, it's stable, looking over the left elbow. Inhale, arms come up. We wobble maybe sometimes. Exhale as we take the hands either side of the front foot, stepping the right leg through. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold down. Inhale brings you straight away into chair pose here. So we're taking chair, keeping the knees next to each other, seeing that we can see the toes. Arms can come up or maybe they can come slightly down. Pinky fingers turned in slightly here. From here, bring the hands into prayer position. Sink a little lower. Hooking the left elbow outside of the right thigh or the right knee. Just check that the left knee is not tracking too far in front of the right, and draw that left hip back so that you can keep the knees together here. Good. Now, option is to stay here, or you can open up the arms. Okay, so left hand down, right hand up. Good. Now, whether you've got your hands together or apart, let's see if slowly we can bring so come onto the toes of the left foot, and we're going to slowly see if we can bring that left leg all the way back into a twisted lunge. Okay, good. Then inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, framing the front foot, stepping the right leg back. Okay, taking the chaturanga or coming straight into child's pose. So whatever the chaturanga of your choice is, coming down. Inhale, upward dog or cobra, rolling back, downward facing dog. Good. And then bending the knees and then stepping right leg through, left leg through, inhale, halfway lift, flat back, exhale, fold down, bend through the knees, take the seat, take in our chair pose, our fierce pose, Utkatasana, in again. Okay, check that you can see your toes beyond your knees, so your knees aren't beyond your toes here. Hands into the center position, into prayer position. Inhale out of the waist, exhale, hooking that right elbow outside of the left knee. Have a look down at your foot and your knees. Make sure that the right knee is level with the left. Again, option to stay here, or you can open up the palms, open up the arms. Option to stay here for a little bit, or bring the hands back together. And then let's all see if we can step that right leg back into our twisted lunge here. Good. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, framing the front foot, stepping back into high plank here. Okay, so from high plank, low plank or chaturanga, or straight into your downward dog, upward dog or cobra, drawing the shoulder blades down the back body, and then roll back, downward facing dog. Breathe in here. Good. Inhale the right leg up towards the sky. Step in the right leg through between the hands. Lower the back heel towards the ground here. Okay. From here we're going to bring the right hand inside of the right leg like we did before. And we're either going to take our side angle pose here where we bring the left hand up, or if we can, we're going to take the right shoulder underneath the right knee. We're going to see if we can bind here. We're going to grab hold of the hand. We're going to open up the chest one more time. We're going to draw that left shoulder back. We're going to look over the left shoulder, or we look down if it's going to hurt our neck too much. And we twist and we open up towards the left. Good. Breathe in here. And releasing the right hand. Inhaling the left hand up, over and round. Unplugging the back heel. Step back, high plank, low plank or chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. And then rolling back, downward facing dog. So same thing left side. Inhale, left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, stepping that left leg through between the hands. Releasing the back heel towards the ground. Bringing the left hand inside of the left foot. Arms level. You can either inhale, come up into that twist towards the right hand side, or if it allows you, you're going to bring that left shoulder as far underneath that left knee as possible. Hook the arm round, bring the right hand round, and then twist open, trying to open up that chest one more time. Looking over that right shoulder if you can. Should be a bit hotter now, a bit more open to twisting like this. Good. Okay. How are you guys doing? Alright. And then releasing either side of the front foot, unplugging the back heel. Stepping the left leg back. Inhale here, exhale, low plank chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Drawing the shoulder blades down the back body. Exhale, tucking the chin, rolling back into downward facing dog. Good, good, good. And then from here, inhale, right leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, stepping that right leg through between the hands. Lowering the back heel here. Inhale, coming up into our warrior one. Okay, then from here, what we're going to do is we're going to step that left leg a little bit further forward, so you only have a small gap. Now if you've got a book or a block or something around you, it might be useful to put that outside of your right foot. I actually haven't got a yoga block, I've got a meditation block. So you want about, what's that, two foot or so between your legs, and have them on train tracks so that your feet are hip width apart. For some people you can have the heels and the back arch in a line, and that's okay. But it might be too strong for some of you. So if you've got a centre line on your mat, just put your heel on one side and then the foot all the way on the right side of the other one. So from here, we're going to square the hips nice and long here. Inhale the left hand up towards the sky. So inhale, reach up and out. Exhale, fold halfway. As you inhale, reach that left hand forward and the left hip forward, drawing the right hip back with your hand. Exhale, bring that left hand to that block, okay? Or maybe you bring it onto your shin if the block doesn't work for you, okay? So either onto the block, here. Now you can stay here, you can readjust where the hand position is so it can be on your lower back. Draw the right hip back, left hip forward. Maybe possibly you want to extend the right hand up towards the sky, really possibly feeling a little bit of a stretch on that right glute, the right hip area, okay? Twisting, twisting, twisting. This might well be the twist and shout part of the class. Certainly internally, I think my right hip is shouting. Okay, so then we release both hands to the ground. We bend through that front knee and roll up vertebra by vertebra into our short leg warrior one. Arms come up. Exhale as we frame the front foot, stepping both legs to the back of the mat. Inhale here, option to come straight into downward dog or chaturanga, upward dog or your cobra, and roll back into downward facing dog, okay? So same thing other side, so you can move the block over to the left side, so you're ready. Inhale the left leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, stepping that through long lunge. Lowering the back heel. Inhale, coming up into your long warrior one. Good, and then exhale, just the hands to the waist. Stepping that back foot through slightly, keeping those train tracks with the feet here, okay? So our hips are going to be nice and square. Our block is going to be outside of our left foot here. Keeping the right hand and the left hand even on the hip. Draw the hips parallel here, okay? Try not to collapse too much into the back arch here, but press through the outer blade of that foot as well, okay? Inhale, arm come up towards the sky, right hand stretches up. Exhale, fold halfway. Inhale, reach forwards with the right hand, right hip, left hip comes back. Exhale, bringing that right hand down towards the block or towards your shin. From here, you might want to stay here, you might want to twist a little bit more with the hand on your back, or you might want to raise the left hand. I have an old shoulder injury here, so it's always a bit awkward to lift this left hand because it doesn't quite rotate the way the other one does. Good. Breathe in here, maybe this is your internal shout part. Good. And releasing both hands, bending through that front knee, rolling up vertebra by vertebra. Arms coming overhead, short leg warrior one, folding over the front leg, framing the front foot, stepping both legs back, high plank, low plank or your chaturanga, upward dog or cobra, and then rolling back to downward facing dog. Okay, from here, bending the knees, stepping, jumping, floating, flying your feet towards the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, roll down. Bend the knees, roll up vertebra by vertebra. Shoulders come up to the ears and down the back, and just release that. Okay, let's do a couple of balances here. So I'm going to just face you. Press down through the feet and press down. I'll mirror you, so just press down onto your right leg here. So activate your right leg and lift your left knee. Okay, so lifting your left knee here, placing the right hand on the outside of your left knee, and then left hand to the left hip, and then stay balanced here. Maybe you can twist over towards the left. Maybe you can extend the left hand away from you. Okay. The option here obviously is, or not maybe obviously, but if you're flexible and you want to take hold of the outside of the foot and extend that away, you can do that. But for everybody else, you can just stay with a bent leg, because it's mainly a twist, but some people, you may not feel it and you may want a little bit more. Okay, so up to you to take the foot or not. Then coming back to center, just extending the foot out in front of you. Good. And then we're going to float this leg all the way back coming into Warrior 3. Now from Warrior 3, this again is where you might need your block, placing your block just outside of your, or just on the inside, I would say, of your right foot. Placing your left hand down onto the block, and then maybe you twist over towards the right hand side, looking up towards your right hand, taking our twisted half moon pose here. Doesn't matter how high that back leg is, try and keep that standing leg straight. And then place both hands down, have a little standing splits as you bring the left leg up, and then slowly coming back into that starting position, that balance there, and then lowering the left foot. Okay, just shake out both the legs. Good. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So pressing through that standing leg, which is going to be the left leg this time if you're mirroring me, and we inhale the right knee up, the right thigh parallel. Left hand to the right knee, and then again twisting over to the right, maybe taking the right hand away from you. Again, the option is always to grab hold of the outside of the right foot, extend the leg away. Doesn't have to go straight. Try and keep the spine straight as much as possible. Okay, so option is either or, doesn't really matter. Then coming back to center. Okay, from here, extending the foot in front of you, and then bringing it behind you as you come into your Warrior 3. Okay, so placing the block now on the inside of your left foot, and we're going to take the right hand down and we're going to extend the left hand up as we twist over towards the left. Breathe in here. So lots and lots of twists today, lots of twists. And then releasing both hands down, taking a little standing splits as you take that right leg up and the chest towards the thigh, and then bringing the knee all the way through to our starting position, and then releasing down towards the ground. Again, shaking the legs out. Let's just move this out of the way. Good. And then inhale, arms come up. Exhale, swan dive all the way down towards the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, step the left leg back, followed by the right leg. High plank. Inhale here, engage the core. Shoulders come forwards, shoulders to elbow height. Inhale, upward dog or cobra, and roll back, downward facing dog. And then bending the knees and step in or jump in towards the front of the mat and come in to a seated position. Okay, stretch the left leg out in front of you. Bring the right foot in towards the knee, knee up. You can have the foot on the inside of the leg, or you can take the foot on the outside of the left knee, okay? Up to you which way you do it, doesn't really matter, okay? This will be a little bit stronger if you bring it on the outside here. Engage this standing leg so the foot is like it's standing on the floor. Thigh is engaged. Right hand hooks behind the lower back, becomes like a kickstand here. Now you can just hug the leg here. You can inhale, extend out through the spine, so lengthen through the spine. Exhale as you twist over to the side. If you want a little bit more, you can hook the elbow, you can do the high five situation here, or maybe you can even grab hold of the knee. Do your best to keep both hip bones on the ground, and then with each inhale you extend out through the spine, each exhale rotate, okay? So any of those options is all good, okay? Inhale, extend, exhale, rotate. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, rotate. Good, so lengthen from the lower waist, the middle, then the chest, then the shoulders, then the neck, then the head, then the imagination. Keep the legs where they are, just twist over to the other side and just open up to the other side. Good, and then lengthen the right leg, bring the left foot in. Again, it may be you want a different position depending on what's going on with that side. Otherwise, bring it to the same foot position that you had before, remembering to engage that standing foot, engage the right thigh here, bringing the left hand behind you, lengthening through the spine. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hooking the elbow or taking whatever position you wanted to on this side, take. Each inhale lengthens through the spine up towards the ceiling. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate. So rotate from the waist, the mid-torso, the upper torso, the shoulders, the neck, the head, the gaze, the imagination, all sequentially. And then releasing, taking it over to the other side, just opening up to the other side. Good. Last little twist and then we are done. Okay. Roll into your back, bringing your knees into your chest, hugging your knees in towards your chest. Good. And then lengthen through the left leg. Left hand to right knee, and draw that right knee over to the left side. Extend the right hand away from you and take the gaze towards the right hand. Keep both shoulders on the ground and just take a twist over this side. Okay, so your gaze is towards the right, your knee is over towards the left. And then coming back to the centre, swapping the knees over, so straightening the right leg, bending the left knee. Right hand to the left knee, left hand away from you. And draw the right hand down to the floor, so pulling over that left knee over towards the right. Keeping both shoulders on the ground, twisting at the waist here. Gaze is towards the left hand. Eyes can be closed. Good. And then inhale, coming back up, hugging both knees in. Just taking small circles, so hands onto the knees and bring the knees in towards the chest, push them away from each other, apart and away. Okay, so bring circles with the knees here. Okay, so you're bringing knees in, out and away. In, out and away. In, out and away. Okay, bring the knees in and now we do the reverse. So push away, out, round and in. 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 Bring both feet to the floor, about mat width apart. Knock the knees in together and just windscreen wiper the knees from side to side. As if it's windscreen wipers on a car. Just hip to hip. Knees flopping from side to side. Loosening up anything that's there. And then lengthen through the feet into our Shavasana. So feet go to the corners of the mat, toes flop open, palms facing the sky about 6 inches away from the hips. Gaze is soft, eyes are closed, breathing falls naturally. Let's just take a couple of minutes here to allow any integration that needs to happen, any learning. Allow the breath to soften. Any thoughts that you might have, allow them to pass through the screen of your mind like clouds passing over the sunroof of a car. They enter, they exit. Starting to take some more deeper, more conscious breaths into the belly. Inflating the belly, the lower ribs, the chest. And exhaling with a sigh. Again, take a nice big inhale. Wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes, rotating through the wrists, rotating through the ankles, taking it one way, taking it the other way. Then pointing your feet, stretching from your hands all the way to your toes. Stretching one side of your body out, stretching the other side of your body out. And then bringing the knees in towards the chest, hugging yourself nice and tightly, telling yourself something nice about yourself, even if it's you gave this crazy twist and shout class a go. Maybe you did more twisting than shouting, hopefully you did. And then rolling over to one side, either side, doesn't matter, in the fetal position. Maybe making a pillow with your hands, taking a moment here for the shedding of the old you, the birth of the new you. And then coming up to seated position, keeping your eyes closed for a moment, taking a comfortable seat, whether that's cross-legged or kneeling or any other position that works for you. Bringing your hands into heart center, into prayer position. Maybe casting your mind back to the beginning of class when you had a thought or an intention that you wanted to set out for the class or the world. If you've forgotten what that was, maybe bring a new one to mind for the rest of your day. Then raising your prayer towards your third eye, your forehead, we ask that we have the wisdom to watch our thoughts. Lowering our prayer towards our mouth or our throat chakra, we ask that we have the restraint to watch our words, especially when dealing with other people, but also the compassion to be mindful of our own internal dialogue. Finally, lowering our hands towards our heart center, we ask that we have the strength and courage to do whatever is right and necessary, even when it's not the most preferred or desired path. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining me on this Twist and Shout Crazy Twist class. I hope you enjoyed it and that you feel wrung out from it all a little bit. So I hope to see you on the mat very soon.